Quickly. Let us seek out Doriani's reserves, whatever they may be. Just between us, the existence of this Cuachic Vault gives me pause. How many other plans does Doriani have in motion? Keep your eyes open. I am struggling to reconcile two men. One is history's greatest monster, maligned across Rayclast's written and oral traditions. The other is a man we brought back from the past, one who portrays himself as desperately trying to save his people. Are they one and the same? He accepts responsibility for the things he has done, claiming they were necessary. I suppose I have no moral high ground to stand on. Doriani could not have done any of what he did if I had not grown the beast.
Before us stands Mount Kriar, the most isolated peak in the Azmiri Ranges. At its summit, you will find the Cuachic Vault. There is no predicting the state of those within. If their discipline and loyalty endure after all these generations, they will know us by a certain phrase. Tell them, the time of the sparrow has come.
The time of the sparrow has come. I will remember this.
If they will not listen, I will come to assist you. Remember, subdue them, but do not kill them. They will fight for us one way or another. This is all we have. In my youth, all I wanted was power. I was the smartest, the sharpest. I rose to prominence on sheer force of will. Once I became the right hand of Queen Azmiri, I realized that the system of merit I believed in was an illusion. Knowledge and science were merely ruthless tools for the nobles in their mad quest for eternal dominion. I had no power. I was a slave. From then on, I spent every spare moment secretly pursuing ways to save my people. I placated Azmiri and the nobles by day, but fought a war against death itself by night. The flesh, the soul, machinery, time itself. No possibility was left unexplored. If all else failed, that is what the Cuachic Vault was for. Should the entire world be ravaged by the cataclysm, some Val would still remain, deep in the most remote mountain. The final and most desperate contingency. I am wary now after hearing about the people living in sunken Utzal in your era. Isolation and containment drove them to horrific ends. There were systems put in place in Cuachic to avoid such problems, but the vault was never intended to last this long. If the people in the vault are still healthy and sane after all this time, it will be proof that the Val are indeed worthy of my extreme efforts. If they are not, I already suspect what might have gone wrong. The cataclysm came sooner than I'd hoped. The full complement of originally intended inhabitants was not achievable. I had to fill out the ranks with some candidates that I had previously ruled out due to their religious proclivities. Blood rituals and sacrificial rites were not uncommon in the Empire, but I disdained such wastefulness. More than that, religion tends to spread in confined spaces. I can only hope sanity has prevailed within the vault. Indeed.
Good day to you. I'm Hilda. Been roaming the world for some time now, hunting all manner of beasts. And as soon as I get my arse back to Mount Kriar, it's all turned to shite. My tribe has fled the region. Someone was roughing them up. I got one guess who. Lythara, a skilled hunter from a neighboring tribe, has lost her mind. She and her followers drove my people out, and she turned on her own. I'd sort her out myself, but she packs quite a punch. If you're heading up the mountain, you'll have to deal with her. But there's something else I'd ask of you. There's one beast I've not been able to best. A yeti deep within the caves of Mount Kriar. A truly fearsome bastard. Many claim to have seen him, just not up close. One thing's certain, though. You'll hear him. Oh, an unmistakable howl against the icy winds. Seek him out, slay him, and bring me his tusks. I'll make it worth your while. Outstanding. Be careful. He's a tough bugger. Play the fates. The spirit is a load of codswallop, if you ask me. Have nothing more to say on it. There's Living Val in Mount Kriar. Well, I'll be damned. The stories are true. It's not some children's tale from the elders, but a yarn we weave on the winter solstice. Many generations ago, a Val named Uramoti came to us and wanted to buy a mountain from the Asmiri. You can't buy a mountain, it's nonsense. They simply exist. So we let him pass. Countless Val marched up there, trying to capture Mount Kriar. Well, they busied themselves, certainly, as eventually they went silent. We assumed they died up there, trying to buy the mountain from the sky. Perhaps they did make a deal, but with Prospero instead. He'd be the type to sell you a mountain. Been hunting that Yeti in the proper season these last 5 years. Oh, he's a shifty one. I follow his howl, but I think he knows. I think he's got the sense. I bet he feels the hair on his neck stand up when I'm on his trail. He'll never feel you coming, though. Doesn't know your scent. Be strong.
Welcome to Mount Kriar. Not the friendliest speaking the Rangers. Keep your footing, keep your wits. You might just leave with both intact. If not, well, these slopes are littered with folk who made the same mistake. I'm sure I've got something to suit you. Built to last. Won't let you down. Some call him a genius, others a monster. The truth is usually somewhere in between. Me, I say power like his comes with a cost. And it's never the one wielding it who pays. Remember that the next time you go thinking you're on the same side. I know the one. Once a proud hunter, now lost to madness. But akin to the spear, because the spirit told her to. So she says. More likely the snake. If you could deal with her, you'd be doing us all a favor. And probably her as well. I am troubled by stories of deception. By voices that are not the spirit. There's someone out there misleading us. Whispering in our ears. Leading us to our dooms. It sounds like our stories of the snake. But of that, I know little. Hasn't troubled us for generations. An elder would know better than I. The land provides.
beast! You won't escape! will best you!
goes your quest?
Go on. Of course.
Dear mountain-born of Kriar, another solstice is upon us. We shall be joined at the week's end by the fine hunters of Draylen for a feast most spectacular. Ready the meat and the mead. Bring your most splendid of songs. We shall dance and sing merry into the longest night. Spirit guide you always, Elder Crowlin Maddox.
I'm not ready. Spoils of war. nowhere to keep that. The craftsmanship, it's exceptional.
Indeed.
A rarity, and all mine. My satchel is full.
The solstice draws near, but the owls bring me worrisome tidings. They speak of erratic behaviour.
My
of
kin
whispers in the
died by
night.
the spirit's will.
The spear
You'll
of
die
Draylen
by
has
mine.
been attacking animals for cruel sport, rather than as a necessary hunt. Her tribe push and rough each other.
Spirit, guide me.
Only to grow eerily calm moments
You
later.
defy the very
It is
spirit
perhaps not
itself.
concerning enough to cancel our coming celebrations, but we should be wary and have our hunters remain vigilant. I
Winds
doubt
obey
what our
me.
hunter tribe would
Forgive
dare
me.
behave like that in our presence.
There's no honor in what you've become.
I've nowhere to keep that. I've nowhere to keep that.
What have you learned?
Go on. Go.
skies.
Go.
Speak.
Let the wind howl. I still stand.
dedication, my lifetime
I've
of
no more
service. Has it really come to this? We cut our way through this remote mountain like cowardly dogs, hiding our treason from our own ruler. To merely think such a project would mean death, since it implies we doubt her leadership. I hesitate to imagine what she will do to us. My children. If she finds out we actually built it, there is only one way to ensure my children live. I must send them into the vault. I will finish this task, then return to Atzoatl to play my part. Here then is my last accomplishment. After the vault, this simple carving, left for history, left for anyone who might survive. The Queen is mad, and I hope she finds the immortality she seeks. May Yauma deny her death's journey, so that we may finally be free of her.
You won't escape! You, strength for strength! What strength? No more rage! No more ruin!
Look at you then. Quite the hunter. Oh, these'll fit in nicely with my trophy collection. I thank you. Perhaps we can work together again sometime. Try your luck.
Quickly.
escaped! Fear will best you!
Go. Yes? Go. Speak. Go.
Great flame!
Elder Maddox. Your silencing of the wayward spear has calmed the spirit. Here, I observe the biting chill of the gale, while I mourn our losses. The winter owl blesses you, and the spirit concedes. I have little time left in this world, and I am on my last adventure. From here, I shall observe winter across 3 weeks of night. Then I shall join the wisdom of owls who came before me. Before you depart, I bear a gift. Make your choice. Hesitation, I allowed untold suffering to befall my tribe. So now, I observe, not as penance, not for forgiveness, just so. I saw what was coming. The wayward spear and her people, they lost sight of the spirit. They fell to the promises of the snake. I should have acted, but I did not. And now, I observe, alone. The spirit is all things. The spirit is the world, and it is us. But the snake stands alone. The snake whispers, lies, manipulates. It has been so since the time of the Mother Soul. And now it speaks as the spirit, but is not, leading the foolish to ruin. The Mother Soul was hope, the will to carry on, no matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice, no matter the consequences. The people of the mountains cut ties with the Mother Soul long ago. We know not why, only that it happened. The first children might be the only ones that could recall such things now. Is this story time? The first children were sent to us for protection. They were nothing but trouble, banished into the wastes despite the ash and famine. Tragic. The people of the mountains were very proud of the last children, though. Solari, Lunari, and Viridia, of course. I know that you know them. How could you not? Solari and Lunari are right there in the sky. And Viridia is beneath your very feet. You tease an old man. Leave me be. Farewell.
Go.
Yes. Of course.
chance! Rejoin the air! my ancestors! You were in the way.
Indeed.
All these fancy tombs, and for what? Even the richest man rots.
One day soon, the Val will spread from
My
this
satchel is
place
full.
like wildfire. The decline in detected corruption that began 20 years ago continues at pace. Soon, we will reach the threshold left for us by our great forebears. Ready yourselves! Solin and I have long served you, crafting the bloody forest and eradicating pain. No longer. We must be sharp-eyed and sharp-minded. After countless years, our now...
Another one of these things. I should keep this, just in case. nowhere to keep that.
Is it?
I've nowhere to keep that. I've no more room.
this gate!
Yes. Time is of the essence.
Val, heed me! The time of the sparrow
What
has
nonsense do you speak?
No matter. Now you die!
Our sacrifice is long remembered!
I need more time!
Save the full of your swagger! Face it on, Selena! No, I need sacrifice is too great! Lucky! Enough! We submit!
I am not your enemy! Stand with Doriani!
Fools! Did you not hear the code phrase?
Is it really you?
Ayasiri? Doriani himself? I am not worthy!
You seem sane enough. The spirit of the Val endures. Assemble yourselves. The time has come. You will march forth unto war.
As you wish, Master Thaumaturge.
Let us meet back in Kingsmarch. The Cuachic shall join our cause.
The Cuachic may have joined our cause, but that will last only as long as we share a common enemy. Be wary. If we do manage to stop the Twilight Order and slay the beast, we may suddenly have more to worry about. Do whatever.
What is it? Choose what you need. Indeed.
It has been thousands of years since I've seen an alliance such as this. Rayclast has finally united the way I always hoped it would. Come, let us plan our assault on Oriath.
I've been working on a strategy of sorts.
Let's hope it's a good one this time.
So this is Kingsmarch. Oh, quite the marvel. And Dannick's Forge. Oh, what I wouldn't give for some of that gear. We're ready and waiting.
Fancy a different
right
colour?
behind you.
I can make it happen.
Till next time.
This will be a war for the very soul of Rayclast. I can imagine no greater battle, no greater cause. If we are to die, we will die well. Fight to the last.
The Val shall stand with Rayclast against the beast. If we had this alliance in my era, things would have turned out differently. Let us make things right. This must be the last cycle of history.
Greetings. The time has come. We can only hope our alliance will be enough. That fateful hour, a return to Oriath. We can set sail immediately.
How far we've come, and now, to war.
With our forces united, we set sail from King's March and head for Oriath. But as we approached, the unthinkable took place. We were too late. My worst fears have come to pass. The world is consumed by madness once more. Our last hope for refuge is the ziggurat of Exile. Perhaps Doriani's preparations will shield us while we plan our next move. It appears Doriani truly does have a plan for every contingency.
Well, I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Least of all back here.
Things didn't quite go as planned.
I've been quite busy studying that blood magic tome I found. If I'm honest, I'm quite amazed how much it seems to have sunk in already. In any case, welcome back. It's a good thing we resolved our differences when we did. Without Doriani, we'd have died out there. I saw the sky, the people. They were... well, let's just say I now understand why Val ruins look the way they do.
Hello again. I mean, that is to say, my husband's told me all about you. You're the local that caused such a ruckus. I'm Gwenin, his luckier half, and his more exhausted half. Let's put you to work then, shall we? Bye for now.
I put my faith in the first ones, not luck.
You're finally awake. That's a small consolation. We have lost so much. The Hooded One used the weapon to keep us alive during the cataclysm. We were too close. It absorbed too much energy and was shattered. I retain only a piece of it. The situation is grim. The Hooded One has become comatose. Rayclast has been devastated and is no longer habitable. Grieving would only be a waste of precious time. We must face reality and make difficult choices. We are living the worst possible outcome, but I did anticipate every contingency. Before us is a translocation device, which should allow us to open portals to a wide range of coordinates across Rayclast. With this, we can reclaim the world from the grasp of corruption so that civilization can one day return to its former heights. There was some damage, but while you were unconscious, we worked to repair the machine. I believe it will function as desired, but it must be tested. That is where you come in. By placing waystones in the machine, they will help calibrate the journey. The corruption at the destination will respond to both the energies we use and that we ourselves expect to find. Let us use this malleability to our advantage. Let us see if the machine is still capable. Choose what you need. Indeed.